Wargamers. Today I got my Index Xenos 2 book here, and I want to talk about the Tau Ghostkeel battlesuit. Basically, what it looks like in this new book, how you want to run it, and its pros and cons to some alternative units in the Tau army list. So before we do that, though, I want to say thanks for watching. If you like this video, if you like any of my other videos, go ahead, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. That way you don't miss any of my upcoming unit reviews or any 8th edition battle reports. Alright, so let's get into it. Basically, the Ghostkeel looks very similar to how it looked previously. It has, at full wounds, it has movement 12, weapon skill 5 up, ballistic skill 4 up, strength 6, toughness 6 with 10 wounds, 3 attacks, not that we care about that really, with 8 leadership and a 3 up save. So minor variations to the stat line from before. Most notably, it has 10 wounds and can move 12 inches, meaning it's fast and has some durability, which is enhanced by its special rules here. So off to a good start. The Ghostkeel comes as a single model, and you can't take them in groups of 3 anymore or anything like that. Just like the Riptide, it's a single model, and this guy can come with 2 stealth drones, or actually, it automatically comes with 2 stealth drones, and those stealth drones basically enhance its survivability. We'll go over the options here. So, Wargear options, it either can have a Fusion Collider or a Cyclic Ion Raker. The Fusion Collider is a 18-inch heavy D3 weapon, strength 8, -4, D6, and then it does the whole Melta thing for how you figure out the D6 damage. Basically, if you're within half range, you roll 2d6 and take the higher of the 2. If you're not within half range, you just roll 1d6, and that's your damage result. For the Ion Raker, it's a 24-inch range, and that's either heavy 6 or heavy D6 shots, strength 7 or strength 8, with -1 AP, and then either 1 or D3 damage. And just like all ion weapons, if you roll a 1, you suffer a mortal wound, which sucks. So, those are your options for your main weapon, and then you can either take flamers, 2 burst cannons, or 2 fusion blasters as your secondary weapon, and then you can take 2 weapons from the support systems list. Has the For the Greater Good special rule, so again, it can fire Overwatch or supporting fire, as we used to call it, for other units. It has Infiltrator ability, meaning that it can be deployed anywhere on the battlefield not within 12 inches of an enemy unit at the start of the game. Notably, it doesn't have Manta Strike, so this guy has to start on the tabletop at the start of the game if you want to use him. You can't deep strike him in, that's a big difference between this guy and things like crisis suits that can deep strike, is the Ghostkeel has to stay on the board. It has the Ghostkeel Electro Warfare Suite, which basically just makes your opponent subtract 1 from their to hit rolls if they're more than 12 inches away. And the stealth field on the stealth drones does basically the same thing. It says models shooting at a stealth drone or any Ghostkeel battlesuit within 3 inches of friendly stealth drone, subtract 1 from their to hit rolls. And that's cumulative. So you basically should have -2 to hit a Ghostkeel in most situations. Now that can be easily circumvented by the enemy targeting the drones first, but that's okay. You know, if they're shooting the drones, then they're not shooting the Ghostkeel, and that's really the point, right? So yes, you'll lose some durability later on, but it at least saves you some shots by having them shoot at the drones and not the Ghostkeel, which is the damage dealer and therefore the thing you want to protect. So overall, I think the Ghostkeel is a real strong option right off the bat, just because of its survivability. Now, what is the battlefield role here? Well, really, that comes down to what are the most efficient options. So if we look at the point value, if we look at the expected wounding capabilities of either the Ion or the Fusion main gun, we see that the Fusion is the far superior choice for heavy infantry or heavy units, heavy targets, high toughness, multi-wound models, and the Ion Raker is better for, the Ion Raker is better for little guys. But really, we're not taking the Ghostkeel to take out little guys. We're taking the Ghostkeel to take out big guys and deal with things that the Fire Warriors can't handle. So Ion Raker is the way that we're going to want to go. And if we are dedicated on using this as a melt weapon, then it makes sense that we're going to take Fusion Blasters as well. So I think the combination of the Fusion Collider and 2 Fusion Blasters is how you want to run a Ghostkeel. And it's interesting, if we look at the actual points breakdown, this option is exactly as points efficient as a Crisis Suit team with Fusion Blasters. Now, the big difference, like I said, is that Crisis Suits can deep strike, and they'll get exactly where they need to be. And because of that, they have fewer wounds. So for the same number of points, you're going to get, a handful fewer wounds in a Crisis team compared to taking a single Ghostkeel. They're going to have the same damage output as far as Fusion is concerned, but there's going to be less durability in the Crisis Suits, and that's where the Ghostkeel is stronger. It's faster, more durable, and can just stick around longer than Crisis Suits can. And that's good because, again, it has to start on the field. So those two things kind of balance each other out. One is that the Crisis Suits can deep strike, they're not very durable, and they're meant for pointed attacks. Ghostkeels, on the other hand, they're more durable, they're going to stick around, and they're harder to hit. And because of that, they're going to be used slightly differently. You're going to use them slightly, they're going to be kind of your offensive anti-tank unit that's just going to go straight for the tank. You're going to have to maybe dip and dodge behind cover a little bit, try to stay out of line of sight maybe, but overall it's going to be a very straightforward strategy with this guy, is get him close and get him there fast. Whereas with Crisis Suits, it's going to be a targeted strike. So overall, I think the Ghostkeel is actually very, very well off. And I don't think you want to bring tons of Ghostkeels. I think having 1 or 2 in your army is fine. And in the new edition, the fact that detachments have multiple different multiple configurations for elites, meaning that like in a battalion detachment you can have 6 elites. That means there's less competition for elite slots. So you can bring your Crisis Suits and your Ghostkeel and not worry about them being a zero-sum game. You can take both. You don't have to necessarily pick one, which is nice. As far as what we're going to see from Ghostkeels in terms of supporting weapons is another question. And really, the Ghostkeel is one of the few suits that I'd actually recommend taking supporting systems on, because you can take those supporting systems without giving up firepower, whereas some other suits you have to lose firepower in order to gain a supporting system. Here you can take a supporting system and still have the exact same output in terms of volume of fire, strength, anything like that. So what would we want to take on a Ghostkeel? Well, the advanced targeting system, really, if we're running if we're running Fusion, it's not going to be much use. You're already minus 4 AP, so minus 5 AP is going to be wasted on a lot of different targets. So that's not necessary. Early warning override could be useful here. However, a lot of units that are going to be coming at a Ghostkeel from Deep Strike are probably going to be more than just a few models. It's probably not going to be some vehicle coming at you, and that's really what the Fusion Blaster is good at. That's what the Ghostkeel is going to be good at, is taking out vehicles and monsters. Instead, you're going to be facing large numbers of infantry or something coming out of Deep Strike, and so the early warning override may not necessarily be that useful. Multi-tracker is certainly something that I think would be worthwhile. If you fire all of your weapons at a single target, you get to reroll 1s. That reduces your reliance on marker lights, which is good, and gives you some viability in terms of just really making sure that you're able to get the job done. The hands down absolute requirement, though, for a Ghostkeel is to take a target lock. It means that you can move and fire all your heavy weapons without penalty, which is necessary, right? Like we don't want to be hitting these fusion shots on 5s. We want to be hitting them at 4s at the very least. And so a target lock is necessary. And then the other thing that could be beneficial here is either a shield generator or a stimulant injector. Really, I think the shield generator is the better bang for your buck here. So overall, I would recommend running a Ghostkeel with the fusion loadout along with a target lock and a shield generator. That way you're just making sure that your Ghostkeel stays alive. It's able to deliver the punches that it is designed to do, and it can serve as a nice aspect of board presence for you. You can control the board in a way for you that other units can't do, especially due to its ability to move quickly and its durability. It's going to stick around. It's going to be able to contribute to your overall strategy in ways that other units can't because of that mobility and durability. So that's what I think. I think Ghostkeel's good. You'll want to take probably one in a list that lacks mobility and or anti-tank / anti-monster capabilities. But it's not absolutely a game changer for you. You're not going to see them in every list, but they're still good. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Try it out. If it works for you, let me know. If it doesn't work for you, also let me know. But there we go. All right, thanks for watching and happy wargaming.